Ladies and gentlemen, Healthy Criticism here. Today we're going to try to figure out what in the world is Worshippers of Cthulhu. It is unfortunately another early access base builder, but thankfully it is another base builder. I don't know why this has been happening lately, but there's a lot of base builders coming out on early access, and I just want to say to the developers and the publishers, please take your fucking time before you release the game. We don't want anything broken, we don't want anything incomplete. I want to play Endzone 2, but I can't because it's still in early access. I want to play the other one, Airborne Empire, but I can't, it's in early access. I don't want to play the game for 30 hours and then come to realize that, no, you've been playing it wrong, because we're about to release all these things about it. So, anyway, mini rant over. What is Worshippers of Cthulhu? It is a Lovecraftian themed base builder. It's a colony sim, sandbox, whatever you want to call it. It is heavily inspired by Anno, by which I mean it is exactly like Anno with a few more things in the theme of Cthulhu or Lovecraft, and I want to get all of that in a second as soon as we start the game. As you can see, there's been a lot of development in the game. It came out on what was it? It was December. No, it was October. What is it? It was December 11th. I'm crazy. It was October 21st, 2024 is when this game came out, and it is still in early access since then. The content they have here is respectable, I would say. It's not enough to take you away from Anno if you like Anno that much, but if you have had enough of an Anno and you want something else, you beat Anno, whatever, you're done with Anno, then you can just come here and get your fix of the production mechanics that Anno has to give you. So before everything, we're going to go into the settings here. Graphics options are fairly limited, but still a lot of the stuff that you need are going to be here. You got display type, or you can choose your display, which is pretty cool. You have your resolution, display mode, cursor boundary lock. I have that off so I can switch to my secondary monitor if I have to, but you can do that. That's a cool option to see, especially in city builders, you know. If people don't want their mount, if they want to alt tab or hit the Windows key to get out, they can. If you want to edge pan as well, you got VSync, which I have off, and target frame rate is unlimited. This game is having the same issue as New Cycle was having with the whole frame rate lagging with FPS and VSync enabled or disabled, and frame rate locks and all that. Last time I played this game, this setup worked, so it's going to be interesting to see what works now. So the VSync option here, render scale 100%, texture quality, shadow quality, SMAA quality, MSAA quality. I don't suffer with performance at all. I have a 3080 Ti and a 5900X for my CPU and 32 gigs of RAM. This game has not been chugging at all. It's a pretty well optimized game for performance wise, so that's pretty good. We got gamma as well. On the audio screen we have overall volume, music, sound, and voiceover. Exactly, voiceover. This game is voice acted, which is pretty nice. I like that. It's not fully it is fully voice acted. It's annoying how you can't fucking skip the cutscenes, but that's for you to decide if it's going to be a deal breaker for you. Got some language options here. Autosave interval only 5 minutes. I wish it was 3 minutes as well. It's easy to fuck up in these games, and it's better to have more of an accurate timeline that you can go back if you mess up on something and you want to just change things a little bit if you lose. You got tutorials. They will get annoying if you've played Anno before. Turn them off. You don't need them. You know the basic premises of the game. You can figure it out, the stuff that you don't understand. It does explain some things that are new to this theme, the skin of Anno, I would say, but it's not necessary. I would turn those off personally, now that I know. Open map on zoom out, which it can get annoying. Run in background, obviously, edge panning, drag panning, and a few more things for smoothing and whatnot, which is pretty nice, you know? There's a little bit of an FPS element as well, or third-person mode, I guess. And you got some input, some controls there, and some extras, which are the credits here. So that's about it. I'm going to hit continue. I have finished the first chapter of the game, which does take about 4 hours. It gave me enough an idea to know that I should probably not entirely too challenging, but it's not the easiest game out there. So we're gonna go continue here because we finished this, of course. And this is what I have so far. The frame rate is good. There's no chugging. Oh, actually, it might be just warming up, so I'm just gonna leave it for now. This is my, I believe, yeah, this is my second island. There's a few things that I like about the game is how easy it is to change from island to island. You can just click that, or whatever. It's a little bit annoying because this island, I'm going to show you the map here. This island is on the right side, this island is on the left side. But when I try to switch to them, the right one is the one on the left. Geographically, it's a little bit annoying to deal with, but it's just a personal thing here. So, why is this an Anno clone, right? This is why. So we're going to hit all the resources here. You have classes for your citizens. I'm going to go into 1 speed so it doesn't mess up too much of my progress. You got classes for your citizens. So this is the... what is this guy? Let me see. I'm going to go into this screen here. We have the initiates and we have the acolytes and then we have disciples. I'm not sure if they're going to add more. There's clearly room for more. Maybe they're going to add a couple more classes. I'm not quite sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. You need acolytes to do certain jobs that are not available to the... I hit escape. I wish escape would get out of this screen, but whatever. You need acolytes to do some jobs. So, for example, what is it? This guy, the cow guy, the production for cows is an acolyte only job. So you're gonna have to create more acolytes, basically promote your citizens to acolytes from initiates. So initially you're going to have a lot of initiates, and the way you upgrade your people is by going on to here, collecting this purple mushrooms or whatever you want to call them, the purple flowers, and then once all their needs are completed, you're guessing it, right? You click this, you see all their needs here are listed. They need cooked corn, clam, robes, Elder's Temple access, and Re-Educator access. Re-Educator is this little thing right here. You get captives by naval fights and everything, and you rescue them. You bring them here, you make them into captives, and then you can turn them into citizens. Right now I have 47 extra citizens that I could manage. I don't want to. But there it is. You upgrade them into the acolyte. What was it? Acolytes. What were the classes again? It doesn't tell you here. It just gives you that the icon that you're supposed to know what it is. So you got initiate and acolytes. Acolytes. Can't speak today. So basic Anno business going on around here. So this is the corn place. It creates corn. And then you send it over to... That's the builder's hut. You send it over to the... Where is it? I can't find it. Yeah, this one. You send the corn to the corn cooker. They make the corn, and then the citizens eat the corn. It's basically great. You don't have... Again, it drops by percentage-wise if they're not getting access to it. So right now I'm running out of robes because I don't have enough robes. And the way you make robes is by using the sheep wool, and they create the robes. Interestingly enough, one thing you have to understand about this game is resources are shared between islands. So if this island creates sheep, then this island can create robes. I don't know if it's intended to be that way. That takes away any requirements for trade. There's no trade, as a matter of fact, in this game. There's barely naval exploration, right? This is your summoning ritual side. This is where you summon monsters by sacrificing your homeless people or your people in general. It's not homeless, it's people. This one needs only 1 sacrifice, this one needs 2, but it does require 3 captives that I don't have anymore because I've trained them all to be homeless people that I can put in my cities. This thing is a melee monster, and this is a ranged monster. The problem is they die over time. As soon as they spawn, they start losing health, right? They're not permanent. They wouldn't be permanent if they got destroyed by the enemies here, but they do get destroyed, and it's just not... It's not fun, you know? I wish they were more permanent and they didn't get destroyed, but that's pretty much the exploration on the naval side, at least so far in the first chapter. So I could put down a few more robe builders, robe creators, and they would create more robe. Here's where I don't know if I agree with the game with this decision, this creative decision, right? So the lumberjack, for example, right? You can put people here, you can put anybody you want, but everybody has a specialization. Everybody has a specialization, and that specialization determines how happy they're going to be and how effective they're going to be at that job, right? You can change that, so you can go into the ceremony hall. You can begin the ceremony hall, and then you can change their carving. If you do a certain type of carving, then you can control what their specialization is. Now, granted, you can put a non-specialized person in that position. It's not going to be as effective. It's not going to perform as well as it could if you had an actual specialized person in that place. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that because it's totally random. As you can see with my people here, I have click it, motherfucker. I have so many of the same one. I have so many cow people. Why the fuck do I have so many cow people, right? And I have no lumber. This guy is a lumberjack. He works in the cemetery. Why the fuck is he working at the cemetery? You know? Why? And then you can transfer people from island to island, and it's such a pain in the ass to do so because you have to come here, you have to click the house, you have to click this icon, and then you can do swap followers, and then you choose what island to go. So I'm in Dream Shroud right now, so I want to go to Black Sand Isle, which is my other isle, the second island, the second colony that I have there. Everybody's a lot happier there, it looks like. Right? And then I have to choose, okay, who do I want to relocate? What do I need here? You can go to the specialization, and then you can see, okay, I don't have fucking anything. That area is so much smaller than this one. I have to invest more in houses, building houses. So I can't really bring anybody here. What I can do is, oh, was that cute? Nice, I need that later. What I can do is go to Black Sand Isle, then I can put a bunch of houses down. Right, this is the houses here. I can put a bunch of houses down and then hope, pray to Cthulhu that one of these motherfuckers that are going to spawn is going to be the right specialization for what I need. And then I can go, alternatively, I can go back here into the temple, and then I can begin the ceremony and do all this. It needs stuff to do. I can carve, right? If I want to change, like what do I have here? How many do I have? Cow people. The cow people, I don't want to recarve because they're gonna be. See this one marked. I marked him. I was trying to change the specialization to corn cooker. I did what it told me to do. This is what it looks. I'm just gonna do it. Whatever. So you kind of go here. You go into the book of symbols, and then you click. Okay. This is a tomato one. This is what I did. I didn't do this. Right? I was trying to do this. I did this right here. And the game thought I did this. And here's the other kicker. It's random between the two. So let's say I need a lumberjack. I'll do this. Right? Let's say I want to do that. I want to do this. Right? Do I need more corn cookers? I don't fucking know what I need anymore. This kind of spoils what all the resources are available here. So this one, you got to do this. It's not easy because this one is very similar to this one, right? The game doesn't really know. It can't really tell because I did this and then it gave me a blacksmith and then I did it again. It gave me a tomato plantation guy. I would like to choose. It would have been, it'd be great if the developer said, okay, you click this. This is what you have to follow here if you don't want to do it, right? So I want to take this guy. Oh, I don't want to. Oh, you can keep going. Okay, cool. So I can go like this, and I can do this or whatever. You know, the game was kind of fucked up a little bit there. It didn't go that badly last time. So this is the carve symbol here. You go back into the symbol book. Is it the same? Not really. It's not the same. It's really hard to tell how far in the edge you get. Anyway, you get this. I'm not gonna. Oh, it actually counted, and it found the right one. So I'm running out of robes. I guess I can just do this. I don't want to save the carving, but whatever. You can enter the hall. There's a little sacrifice that you can do here. At some point, you put 3 people and you sacrifice and give you some bonuses or whatever. It's pretty whatever. And then you can see your city, which is pretty nice, right? I don't think you can jump. I wasn't trying to jump before. Can I go down here? No, I cannot. That would have been great if I could just walk around the city. Sensitivity is crazy high on this right now. I can't jump off either, but you can see all my cities right there. That's pretty cool. I wish it was a little bit more utilized, but let's hit tab to exit. Is that guy still on there? No. That would have been great if it showed where you left him. And then you have Cthulhu's Patience, which eventually you awaken by going... I woke him up by going here. Is this where it was? Oh yeah, he's in the spire right here, basically. I've completed all the tasks. I don't know if it's still decreasing, but you can also stop it. There's a little bit of warnings here that says that it's not the way to play the game. If you stop it, don't fucking stop it. But you can if you want to. There's no repairing of the buildings yet, too. How is it? There need to be a repair option. You have to be able to repair the buildings, right? You got some ships here that destroyed all my shit, and luckily they don't have enough range to attack my buildings here, but you know, without having a permanent fleet that I can use, it's pretty hard to worry about the naval battles. I'm not invested in anything of the naval features in this game at all, so I'm not too concerned about it. When you try to build buildings, so if you see here, it says the cost is 500 gold or faith for this game. You got 4 planks, and then you have 2 of Eldritch favors. If you run out of Eldritch favors, you cannot build anything else. And the only way to get Eldritch favors is by going here and then make a sacrifice to the whatever the fuck this lady is. I'm not into the Lovecraft scene, so I don't know exactly what all these themes are, but you can select all these. I don't have any fucking robes yet right now, so I can't do this one, but you can do this one, which is the basic one. It only uses planks, and then you can add more planks and increase the favor that you get dramatically, right? So I'm gonna do 38 here. I have 16. So this currency here, these favor points are used not only to build buildings but unlock buildings as well. In order to unlock buildings, you need to have that lockdown, because if you don't, then you can't unlock anything to build. So I've completed everything here. I cannot do anything more. So that's pretty much it. Defensive power. Maybe there is a repair option. Maybe the blacksmith can repair. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far. But I don't really want to right now because it's an early access. Again, there's nothing wrong with early access, but to me, it feels like I'm playing half the game now, and then I finish it, and then they add the rest of the half of the game now. But guess what? I'm jaded by that point. I don't want to do it. It's not as fun as it would be if it was fully released. But yeah, I mean this is good. I love Anno. I played the shit out of it when it came out, and then I stopped, and then I went back into it, and I remember why I stopped. It's too much of a brain work to get the trades going and everything. Do I like that there's no trades here? Sure, I personally like it. People might knock it because it's a feature that is missing, so they might not enjoy that very well. I don't mind it. It takes the immersion off for me. So like, why does this island see this? Where do the resources go? Is it magic? Is the main storage magically connected to the other storage? I wish I could add more carts like you can in Anno and upgrade this, right? Maybe there is an upgrade later down the line. I don't know. Maybe they haven't developed it yet. It's just all up in the air right now with all these things, and this is the favor completed. It gave me 34, and then I would normally go in here and unlock these buildings and build them, but I have to go into the second chapter to do that. So the patient does fall. Hopefully it doesn't carry on with the next chapter, but I guess there's only one way to find out. But I do like this little panel here that gives you all the resources and everything. It kind of helps you track of stuff. You got the ropes here that are low. Let's see if I can actually build a rope factory here. I'm going to put it... Where should I put it? I'm going to put you right here. And then the construction guy is going to go build it real quick. I'm going to fast forward because I don't want to wait. It doesn't take that long for him to go. Thing is, this little guy right here. No, that's a butcher. Okay, yeah, he's building it right now. Very fast building, which is really nice. Then I can go in here. I can go to specialization and sort through specialization and see, okay, I just created a, he's on the Ascension altar. Or you can also click unemployed only. I don't have anybody unemployed right now, which is crazy. I can put down more more houses, but guess what? I'm gonna need more corn, and I'm gonna need more clam, and I need a cooked corn. I'm gonna need more corn ale. I'm gonna need more ropes. What, I'm gonna put down buildings just to get more rope demand? That doesn't really make sense, you know? And you can't transfer more people from one island to the other either. You have to build a house, and then you can only swap. You can't really... you could fill a house, I guess, but there's no way to have an empty house if you have a surplus of followers that are homeless. It automatically gets occupied once you get somebody in there. Once you build a house down, the game will put somebody in there. So that's a game so far. Really, it's just an Anno with Lovecraftian theme on top of it. The missions are interesting, I guess. You have to carry out missions and progress further in and unlock more things and do more sacrifices. It's just the typical, hey, you got to do this, hey, you got to do that. You know, it's not bad. I'm just jaded with all this early access shit that we keep seeing for the past few months. All my favorite city builders are coming out of early access, and it feels like these are the same guys that developed the other Anno clone, which was the Republic of Pirates. I played that demo. It was not good, and they're asking $25 for this. This one is $20. I can get behind $20 for this. If you want to support an early access project with a promising future and an interesting theme, like, I don't remember the last time I saw a Lovecraftian game that actually had an interesting, captivating gameplay for me. Maybe this is cheating because it's a base builder and I love base builders. I don't know, but Republic of Pirates was not a good game, and it left early access, and it never really became what it needed to be. So right now, look, I'm under attack, right? What am I gonna do? I can't do anything. I cannot repair the defense towers. I have 2 towers attacked. These are really strong ships. I think I can actually. I could summon this guy. I can put down 2 people. I don't have anybody jobless to put down. Then I would be down on the fucking force, the workforce. And then once in a while, this thing is gonna pop up. You click it, and it's gonna be a choice that you have to do. I did not want to do that. Fucking hell, fanaticism goes down a little bit. Patience is going down a little bit, but I get 20 cooked corn. That's good. Now I'm not awakening. I'm not on an awaken anymore. That's fine. I wish there was a confirmation option when you make those decisions, but there isn't. So there you have it. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm done with this chapter, so I don't have to worry about what happens from now on. But if you want to look, I'm going to go back into the main menu. I'm going to save real quick. And then I'm going to go back into the main menu, and I want to show you what it looks like to start a new game. You can do sandbox, you can do whatever. You don't have to do the campaign, but I like the campaign in these games. I don't mind them. Loading times are pretty instantaneous at this point as well. So we're going to do new game. And I kind of have to do a new game anyway, so I can do the second chapter. You have all these chapters that have unlocked. This is standard sandbox one is not available on this map. I haven't clicked any map. This chapter 2, sub-chapter 1, sub-chapter 2, and sub-chapter pure sandbox. I guess this is a sandbox map. So this is the chapter 2. I'm gonna eventually do it. I will 100% do it. Same with Airborne Empire. I put so many hours in the game. I don't want to invest time in a game that's going to be dramatically changed throughout the next few months. So this is Worshippers of Cthulhu. If you like Anno and city builders in general, it's quite a competent project. I cannot wait to see how much more it evolves throughout the next months. I'm going to be keeping an eye on it. If the final product is vastly improved and different and new things have been added, I will absolutely make another follow-up on this and see how much further it has come since its inception. But for now, I do recommend this. I don't hate it. It's a very respectable progress on this project that they've made, and I absolutely recommend this one for you to check out. So there you have it. I hope you found this useful, and I hope to see you on the next one. Peace.